Hey guys, b10 here. Sorry for not uploading for a while. I was working on the video. SHAREfactory decided to crash, completely deleted this entire clip, so I got mad and decided to redo it today. So I got all the clips in order, got my top 10 done. And let me just tell you, don't call me a hypocrite or anything, but some of the things that I mentioned in the video as being my top 10 pet peeves, I do myself, but it does give you kind of a good example. I didn't exactly put them in the order, but if you do spot them out, just don't say anything, just watch the video, enjoy it, and listen to my top 10 pet peeves in Battlefield Hardline. Please enjoy. Hey guys, b10 here. Welcome to the first episode of Top 10 Pet Peeves of Enter video game title here. Today's episode is going to be on Battlefield Hardline. This is the top 10 of my personal pet peeves of the game, whether they're bugs or fixes, and it's even something shared by the community, problems in the game that I experience and that I definitely don't agree with and I wish were fixed or slightly changed, and these do really bother me. I'm going to be doing this series, spanning it on a few other games. I'm also going to mention a couple honorable mentions before we get to the top pick. So let's begin. The original number 10 was going to actually be bad drivers, but after many days of playing and weeks, I've discovered that, well, not that many people are that bad at driving anymore, and I don't experience it that much because I'm usually the driver anyways. But shotgun kill delay is really annoying, and it should be higher up in the list, but I couldn't find a place for it because other things still tramped it. Shotgun kill delay is when you fire somebody with a shotgun and it doesn't immediately kill them, and they still have time to shoot you, kill you, and then they will die because the hit registration takes a second to kick in. This is really annoying, and I wish it would be fixed in the next patch or update. It is very annoying when it happens because I will shoot somebody with a shotgun and they'll shoot me, but they'll get the kill first for some reason, and I'll have to wait a split second later to actually acquire my kill. Number 9 is bad flyers. These are people that simply do not know how to fly a helicopter. It's their first time playing Battlefield games. They don't know how to fly it, and they'll hop right in there. The entire chopper's filled up. They'll fly into the sky, immediately crash to the ground, blowing up, killing every single person in there. These people are horrible. I don't want to make fun of you or hate on you, but seriously, if you don't know how to fly a chopper, don't hop in the cockpit. You're risking everybody's lives, all your teammates' lives. You're going to make a lot of people angry if you do that. So please stay out of the cockpit till you learn how to fly. The San Andreas Flight School is open if you'd like to go there. It'd really help. These guys are actually different from people that personally do that and troll, or they leave them behind, which is actually coming up later. Number 8 is bad hit detection. This is different from the shotgun's kill delay, because let's say you run behind a corner while you're getting shot, and you're behind that wall, thinking you're safe, and all of a sudden, a split second later, you just drop dead. This is what I mean by bad hit detection. Because the game isn't registering the bullets right away, so maybe you weren't being hit, maybe you were, I don't know. But also, it's when I'm driving a vehicle, and I drive into somebody, but they don't die. I drive a motorcycle right through their skull and their entire torso, and they don't die. But when their rear view mirror clips me, I die. That's what I mean. Bad hit detection. I hope they fix that in the next patch/update. Number 7 is campers, and I don't think any game doesn't have campers in it. But it's mostly annoying when you have people that exploit camping in a way. So you have snipers, that's their job, is to sit on a rooftop somewhere on a cliff and snipe at people, I don't mind that. But when you have guys sitting on the sides of road with C4, hiding in a bush, waiting for a car to come around and hotwire to blow it up, that's when it gets really annoying. Also when people just camp inside blood money rooms and on your roof for blood money, or heist if they camp your spawn, it gets really old and really annoying. And these people are just the worst, and they come in so many kinds. The good kinds, if there's any, and the horrible and god-awfully stupid kind. I really can't stand these people. Ever since the new update, there's so many enforcers running around, putting C4 on the sides of the road with their new OPFAL or SG510. I really hope there's a way to nerf these guys, or else we're just going to keep ending up in large flaming wrecks on the side of a road. Number 6 is selfish teammates. Earlier I mentioned how maybe some people would fly a chopper and purposely crash it into the ground. That's where selfish teammates come in. These are the people that take the spawn vehicle and they drive it to the middle of nowhere so they can get on top of a ladder and camp on a roof when the objective is halfway across the map and who knows what they're doing over there. Or a guy who takes a chopper to fly it, they fly it over the blood money maybe building, and they jump out, not even saying a word, and all the other people in there don't know he's jumping out, and they smack into the ground and explode. Or they don't even have enough time to jump out. I hate those people so much. I also hate the selfish people that are playing as the operator, and they don't carry defibs. What else are you using? Or they don't use the med bag, and they don't give it to you when you ask them for a med bag. Same thing goes for the enforcers. If I ask you for ammo, and you're right next to me, you sure as heck should drop down an ammo bag for me. There's really no point in being super selfish. You can't keep the ammo for yourself anyways, really. So please, help a brother out. Stop being selfish. Number 5 is the DMR sprayers. These guys are the worst, and really that's the only way you can use a DMR. You might be thinking, well, I'm gonna just set off on a cliff and snipe. Well, you can't really do it with the DMR, it's just doesn't have the, I guess, potential or energy, the power to do that. Instead, people decide to run around and tap the trigger as fast as they can to spray off as many bullets to get quick 2 to 3 shot kills in most situations, and it's really annoying as all you can hear is the sniper bullets twanging and the and you can't really like avoid them because you know the guns are accurate, and it gets really old, really annoying. It's worse when they start camping and when they just start running around their map too and just murdering you. You guys are one of the absolute worst. I hope there's a way they can nerf that in the future so that doesn't happen so constantly. Number 4 is broken weapons. I'm not talking about weapons that don't work how they're supposed to. No, I'm talking about guns that do too good at what they're supposed to do. Like the K10 before it got patched. It's still overpowered in some instances. The MPX being a godlike weapon that beats out assault rifles in some instances at ranges. The P90 is pretty good. Some of the other weapons like the SPAS-12 or the FAL, these weapons just outperform in the field that they're supposed to perform in. They need to be fixed and tweaked to make them better or worse. Some other weapons don't even do good in their field that they're supposed to do good in, and they get beat out by weapons that aren't even for that field, like the M45 or the Uzi. Close range weapons sometimes get it beat out by an assault rifle, especially if you get a little bit longer range. By that I mean like a couple meters in front of you. I really hope they tweak these weapons in the next update, because I really want to see these guns actually being useful and use it more in the battlefield other than the usual few that you see. Now we're on the top 3. The number 3 spot is the professional class. These guys are annoying for a couple of reasons. Laser trip mines, 300 knockout, and the MAC-10. Not necessarily in that order. These things are just super powerful. Laser trip mines, you barely notice them sometimes, and you just go boom, you're gone. The 300 knockout, you hear a sniper bullet chasing past you, and you're like, okay, I got a chance, boom! You're immediately dead after you hear the second one, maybe even the first one. And the MAC-10, it's like, oh, I see a professional running at me, let me go shotgun him. You run up next to him, whoops out a secondary, and you're immediately deleted by the super powerful MAC-10. Basically a K-10 secondary for the professionals. Makes it even worse that they also have the DMRs that they can spray with, and then a MAC-10 which they can spray with, and the 300 knockout which they can just knock you out of the game in one shot. Super easy from 50 meters. They need a few tweaks. The 300 knockout seems fine, but the MAC-10 is a little OP. The DMRs, like I mentioned earlier. So, yeah, I think they need a little work. Now moving on to number 2, TDM spawn/spawns overall. Spawning in this game is nowhere near safe. Spawning in TDM is no exception. Riptide is just the worst offender. I spawn in on Riptide, I immediately hear sniper bullet after sniper bullet, penetrating my skull every single time I spawn in. Spawning in on teammates where it says it's safe, but then I spawn in on him and there's immediately 5 guys. And then here's the opposite of it, when the spawns are good. I have enemies that spawn on one guy, the entire squad, 4 people spawn on one dude, and they immediately gang bang you, and you have no chance whatsoever. Spawning just needs to have a huge overhaul in this game to make it a whole lot better. Before we move on to number 1, I'm going to mention some honorable mentions, of course. Honorable mentions are head glitchers, people that can shoot you, but you can't shoot them. CarPG, people who misuse the RPG from the card trunk, especially in Hotwire. 1 HP kills, basically when you shoot the crap out of somebody, they shoot you once, and they have like below 5 health, and they somehow survived, yet you're laying on the ground dead. And finally, bad drivers, which was going to originally be number 10, but I decided, hey, you know what? I've been getting a lot of those shotgun kill delays, so I'm going to move this down. But anyways, at number 1, you've probably guessed it. The mechanic class. And I've got a couple minutes left in this video, so I'm going to talk a bit about this. Oh, the mechanic class. Whew. I'm not too sure what you're trying to be right now. Are you trying to be overpowered, or long range? I don't know how to explain. So basically, they got the cops are the most overpowered mechanic class. They have the K10 and the MPX. Plus, of course, the almighty armored insert. You playing a mechanic? You better use that armored insert. If you're not using it, you're not playing right. Negates 50% of damage, 300 knockout stuffed right in your chest. Pull the trigger, only 50 damage, and then they'll immediately pull their trigger once and spray you with a whole magazine of a K10 clip. That's how godly annoying they are. They also have some pretty powerful secondaries for longer ranges, but why bother using those? Just pull out your primary and shoot an assault rifle guy at long range, maybe even a DMR sniper, and you can easily take them out. What? I don't understand. The P90 and the MPX are these are the 2 weapons that do it the most. UMP-45, I barely see that gun along with the Uzi and the M45. This class needs a large overhaul as well to fix it, because it's just god-awful and overpowered. I see way too many mechanics that run without repair torches on Hotwire because they're using that stupid ballistic vest. Come on, Visceral. And Dice. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this top 10, and if you didn't agree with me, put it in whatever order you think it should be in, and I'll see you in the next top 10, which might be on GTA 5.